Hi guys, me again. Sorry I've not been out much lately, been a bit ill, been a bit under the weather, but feeling much better now and not quite right. Just wanna do a quick video about what's in my cupboard. So I thought I would take out all my cookware and cooking gear out of my cupboard, tell you what I've got, tell you what I think about it, try and save you some money if you're going to invest in one. So let's get started. Here we go. And this is the messy garage. Very messy indeed. But there is the camping stuff. Oh yeah, and this is the camping stuff as well. And there's some camping stuff over there as well. But you know, that's just the way shit is, isn't it? Right, let's get started on it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get all this stuff out, because you can't really see it in here, can you? Get all it out, put it on the table, do a quick video, and we're going to show you how good this stuff is or isn't is. Cut. Right, I'm back. Got all my gear out of the cupboard, put it on the table. Now, a lot of this stuff I've not used yet, so I've been, like I said, been a bit ill, but I'm ready to go now. I'm going to get it all used and get it all reviewed for you. So I'm just going to show you what I've got, and if you do think it's all the gear, no idea, you might be a little bit right if you see all this stuff. So let's have a look. And there it is. All that stuff. Right, what we're going to do now, we're going to show you what we've got, what I think about it, and I'll even tell you if I've used it or not. Like I say, I've tested it all, but I'm not actually taking it out into the wild, some of the stuff. So I'll be completely honest with you. But let's see what we've got and let's go over it. Right, as you can see, first we have an MSR Reactor 1.7 litre system. Now this thing is an absolute beast of a water boiling machine. We'll just take it out one-handed for you. Only used this out in the wild once, and it is an absolute beast. Look at all the instructions in there. But you know, safety first with MSR, which is always good. As you can see, unclips at the top. And like I say, it's one-handed. There we go. As I said before, this is the MSR Reactor. There you have your gas burner head. This doesn't really flame, it kind of contains the flame in here and heats up. But like I said, there's loads of videos on this on YouTube, so you can have a look. And there's a bit of cloth to protect it. You can put the gas in there to store it as well. But all it is, put that on top of the gas. Well, yeah, I'll show you in a minute anyway, but you put that on top of the gas, screw it on, fire it up, and you'll see how fast it makes a boil. I think I've got the boil down to, oh, I've forgotten now. It is something obscenely strange. If you can see the stats on the side there, it is absolutely insane. It's really efficient and boils water very quickly. Yeah, so when you do get a red hot flame, all you've got to do is put the cup on like that, and it's very sturdy. And when that's full of water, that it doesn't go anywhere. It's got a really good connection at the bottom. See the heatsink there, and that basically just fits in, and it's such a good fit. It's so rattle free. Now, like I say, I've already used this, only used this MSR Reactor once, and it's massive overkill for one person because it's basically just a water boiler. It's great at water boiling. It boils water faster than I could go to the toilet, to be honest. So it's absolutely superb for that. But like I say, you can't cook in it, but if you're just doing dehydrated food or cups of liquids, then it's absolutely fantastic. A lot of people take this up mountains to melt snow, so it is a snow melting monster. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, let's move on. Next we have the MSR Alpine Stowaway Pot, 775 milliliters. As you can see, not a chance to use it yet, that's why it's still got the label on. But like I say, gonna take it out, gonna do a full review on it. It's much like my, is it a Zebra one? Or Zebra, as some of my friends say. Which has been well used. I like the concept of them. You can put them in a fire, there's nothing to burn, nothing to erode. You can pull back the lid, as I'll show you here. Unclip that, unfold that, press it down, take off the top. Nice and sturdy. Nice and small. Stainless steel. It's going to stick, but not going to stick that much. Folds back very easily. Do it one-handed. Clips in. No rattle whatsoever. Quite light for stainless steel. So looking forward to giving this a try. Aha! Next we have the Jetboil Minimo or Minimo, whatever way you want to say it. Now I've got the previous version of the Jetboil, which is the Jetboil Flash, which is over here, which I'll bring out. Now the key differences are, this one is the best Jetboil yet. It's really good, and I'll show you why. First off, you've got on the Jetboil Flash, you've kind of got a weird grip. Isn't very stable. It's good if you want to put your hand around it like that, but with the contents being warm most of the time, you don't really want to do that all the time. And the Jetboil Minimo has got these very sturdy fold out metal handles. Silicone on the handles so you don't burn your hands. Insulation here. Doesn't work that great for protecting your hands, but it does keep the contents warm. So just use the handles, be careful. Very sturdy. Let's keep going with it. As you can see, you've got the lid. Sorry, I'm just doing this one-handed. As you can see, you've got the lid. Pot support in the lid. Nice and compact. Strainer. Drinking out of for coffee. You can see through the lid into the contents, so like I say, see if it starts boiling. Now sadly, the Jetboil Flash has got a temperature reading on the right hand side, which is a great thing, so you can see when it's just about to boil. This one hasn't, just so you know. Now one of the key advantages to this system is it can do a simmer. Now not a lot of people need a simmer, but a lot of people said they do. And you can really get a really good fine control on the simmer capabilities. It's got a special valve on it. I think it's called a micro regulator valve. You use it as normal Jetboil, you know, as a normal Jetboil, but you can tweak it a lot more and you can get it down to a really fine simmer. So that is a really good feature. And as you can just see, it stores away quite easily. Let's try and do it one-handed again. The only thing you've got to do, you've got to store it kind of this way. That's the only way you can really store it. It's worth mentioning that you can't really fit a lot else in there except for a bit of towel. Maybe a mini bic would go in, but that's about it. On the bottom, you've got a bowl which you can eat out of or drink out of, depending on what you need. Now it is very susceptible to wind, so even a little bit of wind does, you know, play a bit of havoc with it. But just use a windscreen, no biggie. I'll show you the MSR solve for that later. So that's the Jetboil Minimo. Like I say, it's a bit more stubby than the Flash, which is good because you can stir it easier, so it's got a bigger surface area on the bottom, So like I say, it sticks less, but like I say, it's not non-stick. But with the simmer capabilities, you shouldn't really have any problems with it if you keep an eye on it. So that's the Jetboil Minimo. Used it a few times, absolutely love it. Probably give this one away to a lucky YouTube user, depending on the comments and how many people like this video. So like away. Okay, that brings us to the MSR Windboiler, or as it's known now as the MSR Windburner. For some reason, like it can burn wind, and like it can boil wind anyway. But anyway, that's what they're calling it. Really, this is the MSR answer to the Jetboil, with one massive advantage, is that it's very good in the wind. You could basically not worry about the wind at all. Say unless you're in a hurricane, you might have a few problems, but other than that, in a storm and in other windy scenarios, this is just a ticket. I'm not going to take it out of the box. You can get some videos on it on YouTube, but it's pretty much just like the Jetboil Flash, but good in the wind. Give it a try. It's got the same element as the MSR Reactor I showed you before. Uses pretty much the near of the same system. You can't simmer on it, but it does the job that you really want it to do. So, great product. Next we have what many of you will recognise is the Zebra Billy Can. Simple system, lid, excuse me, bowl for keeping stuff warm, steaming, whatever you want. Nice stainless steel. Been out a few times, I keep washing it well, not burnt anything in it. Mostly used it for boiling vegetables and the spot of salmon that I've had. Not really my go-to kit. It's very basic in nature, so it's very affordable. But it's just a bit too big or bulky for me. Weighs a bit because it's stainless steel, and because I'm always going out on solo overnighters or things like that, bit of overkill, so I tend to leave it at home. Here we have the Sea to Summit X-Bowl, as you can see. Fold that bowl, hard plastic bottom, silicone sides, works really well as a bowl, easy to clean, quite nice and light. And here we have the X Cup, exactly the same scenario, folds out, good sized cup really, easy to drink out of, very light, easy to clean. Generally don't want to take this out on a solo overnight because in order to keep weight down and keep things ultralight, as I'm into my ultralight at the moment, I like to just eke out what I've made the food in, or keep a little tiny cup just to keep things light, just to see what I can do with and what I can do without. So if the wife comes with me, these come with me, and I put them in her bag because it weighs a bit. Okie dokie. Next up we have the very minimalist setup, which basically consists of alcohol, a pot support, a centered flame alcohol burner, which is the Toaks siphon stove. Very nice and lightweight, weighs about, I don't know, 20 grams or something. And basically all you do is alcohol in, pot support over, cup on top, just the right height. You've got a really good flame on there, so really minimalist, really light, and it works perfectly. If all you want to do is make dehydrated meals and the occasional cup of tea or coffee, awesome. Day hiking, cracking thing. Also, if you are into your lightweight setup, then this is the Leatherman Style CS belt clip. Very light. It has, main feature of it is scissors, which is always good for cordage and things like that. It's got a little knife on it, as you can see there. bottle opener, and it's also got a bit of a file down here. Like I say, loads of YouTube videos on this, but if you are into your ultralight and you don't plan on making feather sticks or anything like that, then get one of these. Really good. Next is an old favourite of mine. This is the Primus Live-Tech Trek Kettle. If you're not that bothered about the weight, but you want a really good solo cook set, sorry, I'll just take this out one sec. Then this is the way forward. It's proper non-stick, as you can see here. This is great for frying an egg or making a quick, very quick cup of tea or coffee. And in there you store everything you need, such as gas burner head, mini bic, bit of sponge, a large gas canister, a 250g gas canister, which is not going to come out for me one-handed. There we have. And then you put a bit of towel around it, because that collects condensation when it's on, so you don't want it to rust up in there. So you dry it out, put that around it, then plonk it in. These fold out. Really good handles, well used. It's got a bit of a ring scenario going around the bottom, which acts as a heat sink, so it collects heat better, more efficiently. And it's really good. You can cook food in it. You can make loads of water in there. Really fast to boil. Very light, very convenient. Really good system. If you're not too bothered, like I say, about the weight, it doesn't weigh that much, but if you're not too bothered about the weight, then I would say this is a good thing to put your trust in. Aha! Next we have the Sbits 750ml titanium pot. Now this is probably the best thing I've have for a overnighter if you are on your own or you're doing like a day trek, things like that. It can store everything you need inside. Pot grippers, back by fire steel, Vango wide head for the gas burner, bit of towel, bit of sponge, and a 130g. Is it 130g? Doesn't matter. A small gas canister. Nice and well used. Comes in this nice little mesh stack, so you can put a spork inside, and that's pretty much all you need. It's very light, it's very quick, very convenient, and it does the job very nicely. Like I say, you can cook in it, you can put water in it to rehydrate your food or make cups of coffee, and that's pretty much all you need, doesn't it? And here is basically the same product, but the 1.1 litre version of the titanium pot. Like I say, fold out handles, lid that you can lock so it doesn't come down over a fire, so you can basically pick it up. And really good sized pot, fits a large gas canister in, the 250g one, at 230g. Anyway, the next size up from the small, and comes in a nice orange mesh sack, so you can't lose it. Yeah, not tried it much yet, done a boil test in it, gonna try it next time I go out. Here's another thing I've not tried yet, as all the gear no idea, as you may have heard. But this is pretty much, this is called the Ultralight Titanium Evernew. I think this is the pasta pot, because it's got the bit of the holes there. I got the pasta pot because I just want to boil water with it really, but have something that's really light. This is so light, but a good size. Quite easy to bend, but if you look after it, it shouldn't be a problem. It's got markers on the inside, which is always good, and of course markers on the outside because it's indented. Very lightweight pot. Looking forward to using this just to see how we get on. You could take this on a dual trip or just a solo, so we'll give that a try. Now I've already done a quick video overview of this, and this is the MSR Quick Skillet. Used it a few times, works perfectly. You can use it to boil water, and you can also use it to fry stuff in, or just cook normal, everyday meals. This can't do one-handed again, but this pretty much catches on to there. There we go. Snaps into place, and you've got a nice sturdy, shallow frying pan, big enough to fit sausages in, things like that, bacon, eggs. Not many people take those kind of things when they're doing ultralight camping, but that's just the way it is. But yeah, great product, nice and cheap, good non-stick, works well. And here we have the 1 litre pot for the MSR Reactor, which I showed you before. Slightly less boiling times, but still super awesome. It's really a great piece of kit if you're after something that boils water very quickly and you have wind. Well, not that kind of wind, but if you have wind. Right guys, there we have it. Like I say, not the best video, but I've been a bit ill, not a chance to go out, but I really want to do a video, just show you guys the new stuff that is coming your way. The whole point of this gear is to do a review on it. I like testing new stuff, and it's also all about saving you guys money, and hopefully money and time so you don't buy the wrong kit, like I said in my previous videos. But you'll see all the reviews coming out. I'll try and give them a good test, and please write a comment below if you want me to test something in a certain way or get some of this gear out and see what fits in it. I know a lot of you guys like to ask me what fits in that, does that fit in that? So feel free, I'll check it out and I shall respond and give you the best answers. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.